everybody, and welcome to another episode of the EdTalks. Now today, I would like to talk about something that has been going on YouTube for a long time now, and that will probably be in this world until the end of time. Mob mentality. Herd mentality, mob mentality, and pack mentality, also also known as gang mentality, describes how people can be influenced by their peers or adopt certain behaviors on a largely emotional rather than rational basis. AKA, to make this sound more like human language, people being the brainless they are and believing thoughts of others instead of thinking for themselves. Now the thing is, I'm sure to most people with a complete brain, it is obvious that this is a bit of a problem. Unfortunately, welcome to the internet, more people than you would expect have brain cells missing here. Now to those people, enjoy. I'm here to tell you about the problems of it. And to the other ones, I would like to talk about how it affects YouTube in particular in all the ways, and some of the ways in which we experience it on this very site. Now I know, just by reading the title card, you already probably hate me a bit, but hear me out. Before you unsubscribe, dislike, make a summoning circle in your backyard and summon Satan to shoot me in the head with a lightning bolt to burn my ass for bringing it up, hear me out. James vs. Tati was one of the biggest, if not the biggest, example of mob mentality on YouTube probably ever. Now I'm sure everyone here knows this drama from every angle possible, but in case you've been living under a makeup palette for the past couple of days, weeks, months, probably months, to summarize it very quickly, James Charles, everybody's favorite black female of the internet, was under attack by one of his longtime friends with a mommy fetish, Tati Westbrook.
This person was family to me.
Now the video was like 45 minutes of allegations, amongst others that Fame has fucked with his head, and that he was predatory on straight men.
And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity.
Yeah, I just summarized like a 45-minute video in one sentence. Thank me later. Now after this, the hate towards James Charles was insane, to say the least. He lost over 3 million subscribers, over 1 million in one day. It was sort of insane already, but after this, James made an apology and... Okay, this is actually kind of pointless to mention. It was just 8 minutes of his eyes getting wet because of Tati calling herself his mom.
Tati very quickly took on a parental...
But a bit of time goes by, and another video comes by called No More Lies. And, well, this video was the biggest Uno reverse card after the death of Captain Alex. So, what happened? It was basically James' take on the whole thing, kind of a more summarized one. And as we all can see, James has been gaining and Tati losing subscribers ever since that video was released, so I think it's pretty obvious what happened. Now during this drama, many people try to figure out who was in the right, but I feel like that question is actually kind of irrelevant. What I see as much more important is the question, how the fuck did something like this and get into this colossal fucking size? It's honestly kind of worrying. Now I know some might be thinking that I'm over-dramatizing this a bit, and I am, but not as much as you might be thinking. The thing is, I'm sure some people have the mentality of, well, okay, so some random kid gets influenced by his dumbass friends and unsubscribe from James Charles. It's like, who gives a shit? But I think it goes deeper than that, because you have a lot of stupid fucking children on there. Except for Evelyn, she's the next Einstein. And it creates this incredibly toxic environment where a single drama can possibly ruin your career. Not even talking about James Charles anymore, there were lots of other examples of allegations that were never really proven that still did a lot of harm to people.
Okay, this literally did not happen.
Now the first example that I would like to talk about is the man himself, the cockroach of YouTube who survived it all, the drama god,
what's up guys, it's
the Lord of the Gnomes, and last but not least,
DJ Killer Keemstar.
Now Keemstar is a perfect example of how someone can be an insider of mob mentality.
This guy is a pedophile!
I'm sure most people know at least about some of his scandals, and even if you don't, let's just quickly talk about his old pedophile scandals. Now I can't stress this enough, I don't want to drag him over this at all, it's an all this fuck scandal, it's just an example, nobody cares. So what happened was, Keemstar made a drama alert calling this old streamer guy out as a pedophile, when he wasn't.
And my real friends knew who and what I am, so they stuck by me.
Now I'm not here to advocate and say that what Keemstar did was right, because it wasn't. Falsely accusing somebody of being a pedophile is fucking horrible. But if we are going to blame Keemstar for inciting this mob, which we are by the way, some of the blame's got to come on the audience. The people who took this as truth and decided to harass this guy's stream.
Stupidity
is not an excuse.
We're at a point, and we've been at this point for some time now on YouTube, when you make a video on somebody, and that person gets a lot of completely unneeded hate, like...
When I make a video on someone cringy or someone that's done something wrong, I make a variety of videos. It can be someone extremely relevant like Sam Pepper or Soulful Antonio, or it could be a kid on a channel with like 12 views and 4 subscribers, someone who no one knows about. But what I want to say is, please don't go and hate on their channels. It's not right. There's no justification for it.
So in conclusion, this might be a bit of a cringy conclusion. You've probably heard this somewhere before, but I'm just repeating it because I think it's an important message. Research stuff for yourself and don't believe what other people say. Don't blindly believe it. Because that way you can get very easily manipulated, fooled, etc. And also another message I would like to get out there is don't be afraid to speak up about whatever you're feeling or whatever you think just because other people think a different way. Be prepared to be proven wrong. It is very possible that you might be wrong. But just because a lot of other people believe something doesn't mean that it is necessarily right. In fact, in a lot of cases, opposite is the true. I'm not sure if opposite is the true is the way you say that, and I don't give a shit. With that said, those were my thoughts on mob mentality. If you enjoyed, leave it a like. I sort of tried to make this video a bit like my older videos, a bit more... I don't know if you noticed it, I tonally changed it. I noticed it a lot, I don't know if you notice it as well. If you do, let me know in the comments below whether you like it this way or whether I should change it back to the way I had it in my last video. I don't know, I can do both. With that said, if you could share the video, it would mean a lot to me, obviously. And I often forget to say this, but you can follow my Twitter and Instagram in the description if you want to stay connected or something, so check that out if you're interested. With that said, goodbye.